How tough was it to watch the comeback from back here?
Uh, I seen it at 8 when I turned on the game, but yeah, it was pretty tough. But I still have faith in them. They pulled out the last one in the fourth quarter when we were at home, so just kept faith in them.
Kawhi, can you describe the injury compared to the way it was in Houston? Do you feel like it was worse than it was in Houston? And your prospects going forward?
I'm not sure, just very painful because I tweaked it before the last time, the last shot I shot, and but it's hard to tell right now. Definitely couldn't go in that last third quarter, the 6 minutes, but we'll see how I get better.
Frustrating as a loss like this after you guys had a big 25-point lead.
I mean, it is for sure upsetting and hard to swallow. But they're a good team. They made a huge run and they made plays, and we just didn't come up with enough stops, and we made a few mistakes that we absolutely paid the price for. So just unfortunate the way the game turned out at the end, because we had it where we wanted it, but unfortunately it slipped away, and we got to think about game 2 now.
You guys just maybe a little rattled there for a minute once Kawhi went out of the ball game.
I mean, it was hard to see Kawhi go out. As you know, he was having a heck of a game for us, and he's a great player, as you know. But they just made plays. It's not that we just deflated at the time because Kawhi went out. We tried to compete. We competed. I think we just had give him too many opportunities. We did give him a few offensive boards that got him a few other shots that if we could have limited them to one shot, there could have been a different story. But just give him credit. We regroup and understand the things that we did well to get us that 25-point lead, and the things that we did not do well, especially in the second half, and all the breakdowns that we had, that we gave them an opportunity to come back into the game and get this win. So they're a talented team. We know that. We just got to be really sharp for 48 minutes. It's not about 24. It's not about 36. It's about 48.
You and Aldridge never really got established in the post tonight. What was the difference?
Well, I think LA did a better job establishing itself. We have to be a little more consistent with it, I think, because it allows us to slow the game down and really utilize our size. So we got to get better spacing. We got a few turnovers also when they trapped the post, and the spacing wasn't quite sharp and accurate. So we got to do that. So when they do trap the post, we are where we want to be, and we get the ball to the open guy. But again, we just got to stay consistent with what works for us, with our advantages, and try to hurt their weaknesses.
Is the defense in the first half kind of an example to you guys of defense?
Yeah, for sure. We really have to be sharp, get into their bodies, be sharp in our switches. They create a lot of movement. They have a lot of weapons, a lot of shooters. If we are able to get into their bodies and make it really uncomfortable like we did the first half, then we have a real good shot at stopping them and beating them. But if they get loose, they definitely sped up the tempo of the game in the second half with earlier pick and rolls with Curry, and they got away with some probably moving screens here and there, but that's part of the game, I guess. So we just got to understand what we did right, understand what didn't work, and all the breakdowns that we had especially in the second half, and try to limit them for game 2.
How's the challenge of playing without Tony and Kawhi?
It was a big challenge because they're 2 starters for us, and Tony is a great leader with a lot of experience at this stage, and a guy that knows how to get it done, and our point guard. And then you got Kawhi, who's one of the best players in the planet. But it is what it is. We can't change those things. We hope that Kawhi can play whenever he can play and help us. We know Tony won't be able to help us, but again, we can really control those facts and those factors. So we'll, as always, try to stay together, compete with the tools that we do have. We have a very deep team and talented team, and we'll go out there and do that.
Manu, Carl Shore from the Bay Area News Group. From your perspective, what did you see on the play where Kawhi got hurt? And how much do you think that impacted what happened to you guys down the stretch, obviously?
Well, huge. We need Kawhi to create, to score. He means a lot to this team, and we were doing really well. And when he went down, the Warriors were starting to pick up, to feel good about themselves, to increase the pressure on everybody else, and that's when we struggled because we couldn't have the guy that runs those plays and get us and get them off their pressure. So yeah, we struggled a lot without him, and it's a tough break. He's coming from an injury in that ankle, and he tweaked it twice in the last minute he played. So we couldn't react to his absence.
Manu, Carlos Nava, ESPN Deportes en español. Básicamente la misma pregunta. ¿Qué viste en la lesión de Kawhi? ¿Qué tanto les impactó, no solo en el juego, sino quizás hasta mentalmente en ese momento?
Una jugada de esas que suceden. Saltó a tirar y cayó arriba del pie de Pachulia. Y bueno, cuando lo vimos ahí en el piso fue un golpe duro porque él venía de una lesión. No lo habíamos contado en el partido 6 contra Houston, pero contra un equipo como Golden State es distinto, lo necesitamos aún más por la presión defensiva que ellos ejercen sobre nosotros, por los cambios, y Kawhi es un jugador de esos que no sufren tanto esa presión por su fuerza, por su talento, por su habilidad. Entonces, en los momentos en que más lo hubiésemos necesitado, no estaba. Así que nos costó mucho atacar, la presión de ellos nos molestó, perdimos balones y ellos, su juego floreció y no encontramos soluciones.
Manu, to your right, Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. Klay Thompson hit a couple big shots in that game, but generally didn't have a huge impact. I'm wondering, do you think that was, how much of that was to do with what you guys were doing defensively against him?
I mean, they can always play all three great and make all the shots. Curry had an incredible third quarter, Durant fourth and third. So, you know, they are humans too, and they're going to miss shots once in a while. It would have been better if two of them missed shots, but it was only one. So, you know, it can happen to anybody, even if you're Klay Thompson, even if you're Curry. One day you're going to have off. So, no, I don't think it was something we did. I think in the first half we were very active, very attentive, rotating, switching, and contesting. Then in the second half, when they got away from us, he missed a couple open ones.
Manu, Matías Valde de La Nación, ¿qué se llevan de positivo de hoy?
No mucho. Bueno, saber que se puede, pero realmente es el peor partido que podríamos haber jugado. Más allá de que lo hicimos bien, haber estado por más de 20 arriba, haberlo perdido sobre el final, gastamos un montón de energías, perdimos a nuestro mejor jugador. No, es difícil verle lo positivo. Realmente hoy, un partido como hoy hubiese preferido que pasara como la serie anterior, perder por 25, que ellos, su confianza vaya por el techo y nosotros con ese hambre, con ese enojo. Y bueno, pasó lo opuesto y es duro. Hoy una mejor oportunidad que hoy es difícil tener y se nos escapó.
Manu, Kevin Radich, KCBS Radio. To lose a game like this that you seemingly had control of through 3.5 quarters, how does a team bounce back from that? You've been through so many of these wars. Mentally, how do you adjust? How do you bounce?
It's the toughest part. It's very hard to react from a game like this. I was just saying in Spanish that I always prefer to lose by 20 a game like this, in which case the home team relaxes a little bit, feels good about themselves, and we are hurt, we are angry. and the opposite happened. We played an outstanding game for half and a little bit, and then they came back. They overplayed us. They were more aggressive, they made more shots. So it's a tough one. Besides, if it wasn't bad enough, we lost our best player that was struggling already with a bad ankle. So it's hard to see the positive, even though we were up 20-something up. Very bad outcome of the game.
Manu, 2 de los últimos 3 partidos han sido muy exigentes para ti, uno con más de 31 minutos. Hoy, por razones obvias, tuviste también que participar más en la duela. ¿Cómo estás físicamente en este momento, cuando esta serie va empezando?
Y es complicado. Todo el año jugué entre 15 y 18 minutos, 20, por ahí alguno, 22. Y cuando tengo que jugar más por distintas razones me cuesta más y me cuesta más recuperar y demás, así que nada, ahora estoy muy cansado. Es un esfuerzo mayor al que hago habitualmente y bueno, me lleva un par de días. Lo bueno es que hoy es temprano, jugamos en 60 horas, más o menos en 56, entonces como que tenemos un poquito más de tiempo de lo habitual, pero el tema es clave, a ver cómo está Kawhi, ¿no? Si él juega o no. En ese caso realmente se nos complicaría muchísimo la cosa.